welcome back. I'm Tonya from Tonya's Witchy Kitchen, and how are you doing today? It's sunny, it's not windy, it's above 20 degrees. I'm happy. It's those little things. But anyway, how are you doing? How is your new year going? So, question, when you make your shopping list, is it on your phone or is it on paper? Just out of curiosity. And then if it's on your phone, do you like delete the items when you get them? And then it moves up? I don't know how it works. I don't use my phone. I'm a paper person. I'm very tactile. But I was just curious. You make your to-do list and your grocery list and, you know, well, like me, and then I go to town and I do all my things, my errands and stuff. Just asking for curiosity. I don't know if you can read this. I'd probably have to switch my camera around. I found this in my pocket of my coat, and I thought it was funny because it's like, get gas. That's typical. I need hairspray and tape. That's typical. I go to A to Z. That means the drop-off items like soaps and stuff. I did that, you know. And there's a couple other errands and stuff like that. But I also have go to confession on here. And I don't know if that's a normal thing for people to do, is to put go to confession on their to-do list. Do you? Normally I don't, but it was one of those things where it was just like, I needed to go. And if talking about God is uncomfortable for you, you can like absolutely, fast forward this part. And not everybody is Catholic, so we Catholics, we go to confession. Although I have met Lutherans who say when they have something so heavy on their heart that they need to confess, they find somebody who is also, believes in Jesus, and they confess to that person. And I thought that was interesting because not all Lutherans do that, but this person does. That's how their little community does things. And I thought that was really cool because sometimes there is stuff that weighs so heavy on your heart that you just can't. It's so hard to move forward, and it's so hard to find a little bit of joy and a little bit of happiness, and joy and happiness are two different things. There's so many words that I am finding that we use them interchangeably, but they really aren't the same. Yeah, so confession. I'm going, my priest has been putting out things on confession because it's so important. I just can't even relay this to my kids, how important it is to go to confession and how relieved you feel. And sometimes it is a chore. Sometimes I don't want to go and get it done with, right? And those are usually the days that it has to go on the to-do list, so I do it. And the best thing about confession, I'm going to put a link below to my pastor's YouTube channel. The best thing about confession is once it's confessed, it's gone. Because God is not human like we are. God is all merciful, all forgiving. So when it's confessed, right, with a true heart, like you absolutely mean it, that you are sorry, it's gone. He obliterates it. He doesn't remember it because he's God. We have problems because we remember everything. We remember all the hurts that were done to us. And, and sometimes it's hard to let that go even after we, confess. But yeah, that's why that's why I got on my list, was because I was, not avoiding something, but just something weighing heavy. Sometimes I just go because it's heavy on me, and it's like I just feel this way and I can't get past this point, And sometimes they have some good insight on stuff like that. Here we are. Today we're doing another soap, another random soap. I think it's Pikaki, if that's how you say it. Yeah, this one was not as expected, but you'll see it all in the video. So 3 things: be kind, be forgiving, be you. And let's go check out the next random sass soap. Okay, into our soap. I wanted you to know this one riced like a mother. I do not know why, but all that chunky stuff in there, it was the fragrance oil that did it, and I could not, they'll say use your immersion blender to get it out. I hate when things rice on me because I used my immersion blender for a good minute and it did not smooth out, okay? And we actually see this at the end in the cut of the soap, which is so funny. It doesn't affect the soap. I tried one and it doesn't affect the soap, but it does make for a interesting pour, because the whole time I am thinking why it did it rice. There were no things on it ricing. There was nothing. Nobody said anything about it ricing. Why is it ricing on me? But it did. So I was doing a random pour again, as you can see. I like these slab molds. They're so much fun. My colors. The yellow is Love of Sunshine by Nurture's Handmade. Sorry, the plain is just plain, no color to it. And the other one is Marigold by Man Micas, I think. Sure, on this one, my notes are crappy. Okay, so I was going to start with corner to corner, but then I decided to do just a horizontal look in this. As you can see, I'm going up and down, not diagonal corner to corner, which was fine. I was trying to do something, and it just was like, I wasn't expecting the ricing, and I'm sorry, the ricing threw me off. I've been doing this for how many years, and I have had very few soaps rice on me, and yeah, it just threw me off. I know my dog's been really barky, but she kind of tore like a muscle ligament something, and she thinks she's, a puppy and can just go run, and the vet has said we have to keep her on a leash, which she does not have. We need to keep her from running, which I cannot do, so she wants outside, and I won't let her because she's been out. She doesn't need to go out. So for this, still panicking on the ricing, but I went ahead and did exactly what I was planning, and to do this tiny, tiny zigzag across the mold. Zigzag, zigzag, see, tiny increments, as small as I can make them. And that's all I did, and then I beat it down and put it on a heat pad and the heat pad on top of it, and let it set for, actually these sit in the mold like 2 or 3 days, literally. I think it's easy to do because it's a silicone mold. If it was a box mold, I wouldn't be able to do that. But because it's a silicone mold, I can't say that. Ugh, I can't talk today at all. But because of that, look at the sides of that. Yeah. So this one's set in there, I know, 3 days, because it was already a little harder on the bottom than the other ones. But it also, anybody tell me, does the ricing have anything to do with that? Or is it just because it was out for too long? I don't know. Is this where I broke my wire? One of these, I broke my wire. So that was a case of the drearies. Yep. Had to fix it, and, took me a while, and then I was back in my PJs because I was cold. Yeah, it's easy to tell what day this is because it's like usually not Sunday morning, but it could be a Saturday morning cut, because I love my robe, and we've been using like my regular dish, the washing stuff, just the soap that I make for the washing machine, liquid soap. And when I wash my robe, I am so amazed at how fuzzy it feels. It's just so comfy. I don't want to get out of it. So, yeah, it needs to be washed again. But so does my winter coat. I hate washing my winter coat because it's a down coat. But anyway, yeah, I'm just talking because I could actually have made these shorter and not shown you the cut part. Maggie. But, I got to talk and say something. Unless you want to talk more about to-do lists. I'd like a time management sheet, actually. I've been thinking about this and making a planner for myself, you know, because like a self, you know, a custom-made planner for myself. So I'm trying out a few things now. But time management. I would love something that says spend this much time on cleaning your house, spend this much time on your business, or actually a personalized one that, you know, because I have inventory coming up and I have a lot of stuff, or well, I've been working on inventory actually, but, you know, there's just so many projects constantly, and it's like how to simplify my life to get everything done I want to get done and not worry about the stuff I don't need to worry about, you know. Is there a cheat sheet list out there like that you could give me? I'd be forever grateful. But here are the Pikaki, I think that's how you say it, I don't know, soaps. I think they turned out really cute. I think the ricing caused problems. I'm sorry, because I don't have any specific great lines in there except for on the top ones. And this is what I forgot in my last video, just to show you the set with the soaps. And as always, I hope you had a good time. Thank you for dropping by, and I will see you next time. And God bless.